What is going on, guys, and today I'm bringing you a brand new FIFA 17 sniping filter. This is very similar to the one I did a week ago where I had 3 filters in one video. They're all very good players at the moment for sniping and you guys are going to love it. If you do, make sure to do exactly what you did last time, smash that like button, and if you are new around here, make sure to subscribe. But without further ado, let's get into the trading. As you can see, guys, the first player we are sniping is Musa, a very good card, I believe, as he has retained a very decent price for an 82 rated centre mid in the Premier League. I didn't expect him to still be 4,000 coins. I was expecting maybe 1 or 2, and when I found out his price, I was actually very surprised. So we have to undercut the 4,400 minimum buy now a little bit, and we set it to 4,100 because that was the minimum we had to set it to in order to make any profit. So we set it to 4,100, and I actually sniped this guy for a very long time. I did find a lot of cards at 4,000 and 4,100. We just couldn't pick them up, and then I waited for a while, and that's why just here and a little bit after this there's a bit of sped up clips. Obviously that is purely because I don't want you to just watch me missing the snipes and spending so long just sitting on the screen, because there was a period of time when I was just sitting on the screen waiting for my Wi-Fi to maybe sort itself out, hoping that I'd pick up the cards. Obviously, as you can see, I'm missing quite a few, and then I just sort of sat there. I was like, you know what, I can't be bothered anymore, I'm gonna leave it for a minute. And then after a minute I went back to it and we managed to pick one for 4,000 straight away. I was so happy with that. I think I just needed the rest from trying to get him, and then when we got him we managed to get one for 4,000 coins, which means we then sold him on for 4,400, and that gives us a profit of 180 coins after EA tax, which is actually very good. I was really happy with that. It's not a bad profit. Obviously, it's not great for the amount of work we had to put in for it, but if I'd have picked one of those ones for 4,000 at the start, it would have been the exact same profit. So it is purely just about how fast I was sniping, and I'm sure you guys will be able to make up for that. Obviously, I was the one who couldn't pick them up, not you. I'm sure you guys will be able to pick them up much quicker than I did. But as you can see, he sold on for 4,400, and let's move on to the next snipe. So as you can see, the second player we are sniping is Ahmed Musa. Now, he was a very prominent striker at the start of the game. Really good pace, obviously a Premier League striker, and not a bad shot. So obviously he was very, very useful at the start of the game when all of us were using BPL squads or our very cheap squads. Obviously now I was actually expecting him to go from around 3k at the start of the game to around 900 coins. He's actually still going for 1.4 thousand coins. Now what that means is if we'd have picked up that card for 950 coins, we would have made quite a large profit at 380 coins. Now obviously that's after EA tax. Before EA tax it's 450 coins. Obviously after the tax is a little bit less, but that is still a very decent profit. Sadly, I was still looking at the buy now at the time. I wasn't sure if that was a good snipe, if I was going to make money off it. I didn't do the maths when I saw the price, and as soon as I realised, I tried to sort of grab the card, but we didn't have time. Now the 2 cards I did pick up were for 1,200 coins, and after EA tax that will make you a profit of 130 coins, which still isn't bad. They're very easy to pick up, and they're quite, you know, they're always sort of coming up, so they're not a bad snipe. However, obviously if I'd have picked up these 1,000s or the 950, we may have got a little bit more profit. Now obviously I sold both of these on. I sold the first one for 1.4, and very sillily of me, I sold the second one on for 1.3. Now that was just because I was trying to get it sold quickly for the video. I should have sold it on for 1.4 and waited, because that would have got me a little bit more profit. As you can see, first one on for 1.4, and then if you see the second one, we actually sold it for 1.3, which is slightly less, still making a profit, but not the same profit we made off the first card, obviously the 130 coins. Obviously that's a decent profit, but moving on to the final snipe of the video, it's a little bit better. So as you can see, the final player on our list is Gabriel. Now he is one of my favourite players. His inform card is insane. It just scores so many goals, and you guys, I'm sure if you haven't tried it already, will love playing with it. Now this card, you can pick him up for 850 coins, which is what we saw here, and you then sell him on for 1,100. Now that is a profit of 195 coins, which is very good and better than the Ahmed Musa snipes that I managed to get. Now the snipes I actually got from Gabriel are not better than the Ahmed Musa snipes. You can actually only make a 45 coin profit off of what I picked him up for. I picked him up for 1,000 coins, sold him on for 1.1k, and we got 45 coin profit there. Obviously he's actually quite a hard player to snipe for any lower than that, but if you want any advice on how to make a huge amount of coins using this specific method, pick him up for 1,000 coins and pick up about 10 of them, and then just sell them on, because that's 450 coins right there, and you can do that in about a minute, and it's a very, very easy method to do. He's one of the easiest cards to pick up out of all 3 of these players. Obviously Dembele being the hardest, Musa coming in a little bit more tricky, than Jesus, but Jesus definitely was the easiest player to snipe out of all of these players. You can just pick him up constantly and he sells on immediately. I think if you'd have tried, you could probably get 1.2 out of him, which is a little bit more profit and definitely is possible. I just sometimes undercut the buy nows a little bit just to get it out a bit quicker for the video. Obviously I missed the video yesterday and didn't want to do that again. Now if you have enjoyed this video and you are new around here, make sure to subscribe because we bring out videos like this every week. We bring daily trading methods of new filters using marquee matchups and other things that you guys will really enjoy. And if you did enjoy this video on its own, make sure to drop a like down below. And obviously, as you can see here, we did sell Gabriel on for 1.1k.